Welcome back. Today we'll be starting the Grand Battle of Shiloh. After last battle, gone ahead, put another point into politics. As I said, 5 points in AO is sufficient for Shiloh. We've gone fully bulked out, 3 divisions. Well, almost fully. I can't afford another brigade worth. A lot of green troops that should get some experience. A couple veterans to combine with at least these guys to sort of stiffen their backbones. Still got a couple good artillery units, 24 pounders. These guys coming up with the 10 pounder ordnance. A rookie brigade of artillery of 6 pounders. These guys are sharps. Ran out of weapons even in the shop to get them above 300, but or up to at least 300. It's fine. Same thing here. Ran out of weapons in the shop to get these back to 750. Fresh brigade of cavalry, finally getting melee cavalry out. 600 is a little light, but it'll do. Suffering a little bit of command issues just because I'm out of officers. Trials and tribulations of being early. I could steal from him, but they also actually, for whatever reason, the skirmishers actually need a lot of command as well. Gone ahead and switched in the first general that we raised up to being in charge of the corps because I wanted a trainer. Instead, my general randomly rolled speed, which is okay later, but I prefer trainer, especially early. Second corps, I took some of the veteran journeyman units to make sure these guys aren't a paper tiger, along with a couple green brigades and a bunch of rookie artillery and whatnot. These guys gone ahead, giving them the parrots. We'll see if they actually get any work done with those. And I had enough hunter rifles left over to fit out a brigade of skirmishers, even though hunters are, as we said, not very good. Armory wise, I've started buying up the Colt 1855s. We don't get the Henry, I think, in the Union campaign, if memory serves, but you do get the 1855s, which are basically equivalent. Skirmishers again, buy up JF Browns. Cavalry, nothing here really needs to be bought early. 1859s and Smiths are very good, but there's already sufficient number in the in the shop that you don't need to pre-buy these. And obviously I don't have any money. Artillery, 24 pounders, and I started buying the parrots as well. So rep shop, nothing else left infantry. I didn't need the generals, and I already took the artillery. Let's get to it. So this is our win from the previous map. They get 6,700 green rookies, whereas we killed a little over 6,700. So we finally had a battle where we did more damage than they get in just random reinforcements. So, hooray, progress. Battle of Shiloh. We have transported our corps to Pittsburgh Landing, located at the west bank of Tennessee River. In order to guard a wider area, we have established multiple encampments south of Pittsburgh Landing. The Army of the Mississippi, under Major General Albert Sidney Johnston, is known to operate in the region, but should not be in condition for offensive actions. Tomorrow, you expect to combine your armies and advance towards Corinth, 22 miles southwest, the crossroads of the Confederacy. Until our allies arrive, however, Pittsburgh Landing must be defended at all costs. So historically, and as we'll see, the Confederates launched a massive unexpected assault and pushed the Union back pretty much all the way to Pittsburgh Landing, where the Union just barely managed to hold. It's a very bloody battle, but in the second day, Grant and Sherman are still undaunted, and they get enough reinforcements that they manage to push all the way back out and send the Confederates running. So some very famous quotes associated with this battle. Also of note, we'll see that we get 14,000 troops for free at some point. Do your best to get these guys killed, although they don't have very interesting weapons. So you won't get much in the way from that. I mean, some free guns is free guns, but there's nothing interesting here. And then once we combine, we have just a little bit under their amount, which is perfectly doable. So I'll go over the map when we get a little closer. We can actually see the view here. We've transported our army via the Tennessee River to this location, Pittsburgh Landing, and we're preparing to advance further south. Our encampments are spread out to warn of any possible rebel attack, starting from the west at Shiloh Church and ending here on the west bank of the Tennessee River. We are expecting General Buell tomorrow. Then we will unite our forces and strike out over southern soil. General, our pickets have reported enemy movements a few miles south. Maybe it's a decoy tactic, and rebels are planning to attack us from another direction. In any case, our right flank at Shiloh Church must be defended. It would be wise to deploy some skirmishers to scout this area and to try and understand the Confederates' true intentions. Yeah, well, we know it's a full attack. Mobilize your forces to stay alert. We have reserves to help you with more troops if needed. Alright, so pause. Okay, so you don't need to hold this VP at all. Successfully as mimicking the real battle, you'll get instructed, and you should generally follow that you should keep retreating to Pittsburgh Landing. We'll almost do that, but we'll stiffen up before that. You'll note to the VPs, you must hold Pittsburgh Landing. Be careful with that. Later on, the Confederates will get some cavalry on the field, and they can sneak around all the way along your northern edge here if you're not careful, and ninja the cap from you. So don't let that happen. And then afterwards, you need to hold one of the VPs at some point, but you don't have to do it now. You can give it up and push back later, and that's probably what you should do. Some people have reported that they've been able to hold these VPs, or this position specifically, throughout most of the battle. I would not recommend it, only because you have to actually really get good coverage. You have to hold here, 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 arguably here, 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 and then you also still get risk getting outflanked from here as the map expands. You can do it, but probably not at higher difficulties, and like I said, I wouldn't really recommend it. You should instead fall back to, it's hard to tell, but this tree cover right here is very strong because there's open ground pretty much all the way over here, and then it curves up to here. So you can hold here, and they'll break on these lines here. However, we have an opportunity here. If you study this map, you'll note that there's also a fair amount of open ground here. So I am actually going to push up hard for position here, something around here, and something around here. You can hold this with maybe 3 to 4 brigades, like right here. And if you get skirmishers, try and draw the enemy up into this area so that they don't try and bypass you through these woods. And you can hold for most of this first phase, and you can get a lot of damage in early. You're going to want to hit your artillery running early, and then eventually pull your guys back. But it is still an opportunity that I don't think that you should overlook. So with that in mind, we will get our skirmishers out early. Combine with him, get our skirmishers out here. Combine with him, we get our skirmishers coming out this way. And then right here. For general here. And then, which artillery is this? 24 pounders, so here, And right here. And you don't even get your ammo wagon early. So, them right here, their brigades, if you do this correctly, their brigades will get stuck right here. They'll have like 2 brigades right here, which will try and outshoot you. You can't do much to this guy, but this guy will keep stepping up into range to get flanked from here, and you basically get to keep mauling whatever brigade steps up in here for free. It's very powerful. So they are... Is there cavalry coming out? They see us and they decide, no, we don't want any part of that. You'll notice that we just consistently keep getting outnumbered more and more. As you can see, they're just in range to get flank shot from them, and you can just maul them for free like that. They've got a lot of trees to work their way up, so you actually have more time than you may think. And then if these guys position unwisely, you can walk up ever so slightly, make a flank shot on these guys. You see they're rotating, and now they get flank shot as well. Their artillery that's sitting right here could be a problem. This is going to lock down, so we're going to pull our skirmishers over here just to give these guys a little more backup. volley, and they basically rout because we've got artillery right here with a canister. You please stop leaving cover. These guys are taking some damage, but it's okay. You can see that we've actually roughly managed to even out the numbers. Because we're starting to get the free, not free, excuse me, these are actually our second pool. So let's pause. See, with these guys, technically you could push up really aggressively and really take the fight to the Confederates. I probably wouldn't, because near the end of this phase, they're still going to get more men. And what's going to happen over here is that this is where your free troops are. And frankly, your free troops are just garbage. You cannot hold. Like you can sort of, like, we're making a fight of it here, and you can even, if you even sat in these locations, you could sort of make a fight of it by using the river, especially to slow down those kind of charges, the same way where they like hit right here and basically stalled and then got, you know, a full volley and some canister to the face and fell back. Here you just have nothing going for you. It's very hard to hold these initial positions, especially given the numbers of troops. And then what happens is, on this phase, they push in hard here, and if you're stuck in these forward positions, you get immediately flanked. So at this point, I feel like we've done enough damage that I'm going to begin withdrawing at least the artillery, and I'm going to set these guys up. I'm going to see if I can't cheat over to this side and get these guys involved in this battle. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try. Because they need the help. And at the same time, what happens is this artillery, and then there's another one like right here, and another one right here, gets left behind when their infantry and their cavalry start pushing forward. So this is, especially once my cavalry hit the field, this is a fairly easy battle to get your cavalry and your skirmishers behind and eat their artillery from behind. Just because the lines of battle aren't quite so static. So I'm going to leave my infantry here for now, but I'm going to get let my artillery fire once more. Okay, and then I'm going to start pulling them out. Same thing, I want him coming out this way. These guys have routed away. starting to run out of ammo. Good enough. So this cavalry got destroyed finally. I'm going to pull these skirmishers off the line. I'm going to recombine them with this unit and then detach them again to reload them. Okay. Pull you back. Pull you back. Leave these skirmishers here while you get out. Like I said, we're just going to entirely give up. You have to adjust the line here slightly. You want a nice smooth line so there's no curves. Or no one unit that's just sitting at me. Let these guys just sit and recover their condition. Artillery has been steadily outpaced. So now we're going to try and get some cheeky flank attacks on this artillery. We will either force them to respond appropriately, or we get to kill their artillery for free. Either which is a good thing. The problem is their condition's a little low and their ammo's running out. But, let's see that they're issuing a charge of some kind, which will end very poorly for them. Okay, Confederates attack our left. We'll go ahead and we will, I think, call it there. As you can see that we have skirmishers in position behind to start hitting the artillery. We've got pretty good, strong defensive positions here for the start of the next phase. So yeah, thanks for watching.